Good morning. Welcome. Colleagues, please be seated. I'm Dr. Christy Seibert, and I'm the Associate Dean for Medical Student Education and Services here at the School of Medicine and Public Health. I want to thank you all for being here and joining us for this joyful celebration of the class of 2026. It is wonderful to be here together in this beautiful place. And I also want to welcome those who are joining us virtually by live stream from across the globe. We invite you to share your congratulations in the chat feature. Closed captioning is available on the live stream and on the TV on stage. And also there's assisted listening devices that are available from our ushers should anyone need those. And please silence your cell phones for our celebration today. As we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the land our university and school stands on, and that is the ancestral Ho-Chunk land. The School of Medicine and Public Health recognizes the health inequities faced by Native communities and is committed to addressing them. We are filled with excitement and joy as we celebrate your graduation and the graduation of these remarkable, talented group of medical students. We've been inspired by your capacity to embrace new changes, to quickly incorporate new ways of thinking and learning, and how you care about your patients and each other. Your eagerness to learn and to grow will serve you well as you transition to this next very exciting and important stage of your career. I'm joined this morning by all these administrative leaders, faculty, chairs, and representatives of our school's departments. Will members of the platform party please stand when I call your name and remain standing? And please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. So starting in the fourth row, Dr. Lynn Schnapp, Chair of the Department of Medicine. Dr. Robert Dempsey, Chair of the Department of Neurological Surgery. Dr. Elizabeth Quinlan, Chair of the Department of Neuroscience. Dr. Ellen Hartenbach, Chair of the Department of OBGYN. Dr. Paul Lambert, Chair of the Department of Oncology. Dr. Sandra Lin, Chair of the Department of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery. Dr. John Williams, Chair of the Department of Pediatrics. Dr. Maureen Durkin, Chair of the Department of Population Health Sciences. Dr. Ned Kalin, Chair of the Department of Psychiatry. And Dr. Rebecca Minter, Chair of the Department of Surgery. On to the third row. Dr. Kelly McQueen, Chair of the Department of Anesthesiology. Dr. Patricia Kiley, Chair of the Department of Biomolecular Chemistry. Dr. Michael Newton, Chair of the Department of Biostats and Medical Informatics. Dr. Deneen Wellick, Chair of the Department of Cell and Regenerative Biology. Dr. Beth Drolet, Chair of the Department of Dermatology. Dr. Manish Shah, Chair of the Burby Walsh Department of Emergency Medicine. Dr. Zachary Morris, Chair of the Department of Human Oncology. Dr. Francisco Pellegri, Chair of the Department of Medical Genetics. Dr. Richard Keller, Chair of the Department of Medical History and Bioethics. Dr. Michael Spidell, Chair of the Department of Medical Physics. You know what comes next. Second row. Dr. Alan Brazier, Senior Associate Dean for Clinical and Translational Research. Dr. Jonathan Tempte, Associate Dean for Public Health and Community Engagement. Dr. John Audia, Senior Associate Dean of Basic Research, Biotechnology, and Graduate Studies. Dr. Ryan Tuchita, Assistant Dean of Multicultural Affairs for Health Professions Learners. Dr. David Tillman, Associate Dean for MD Admissions. Dr. Peter Newcomer, Senior Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs. Dr. Benjamin Jarman, Associate Dean for the Gunderson Health System Western Academic Campus. Dr. Matthew Jansen, Associate Dean for the Marshfield Clinic System Northern Academic Campus. And you guessed it, in our front row, Dr. Sam Lubner, Assistant Dean for Students. Dr. Shobina Cheda, Associate Dean for Medical Education. Dr. Gwen McIntosh, Associate Dean for Students. Dr. Kathy Lee Miller, Associate Professor in the Department of Pediatrics and today's faculty speaker. Dr. Nita Ahuja, Dean, School of Medicine and Public Health. Dr. Eric Ranheim, Chair of the Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine, and he's one of our faculty hooders today. Dr. Corlin Jewell, Assistant Professor, Burby Walsh, Department of Emergency Medicine, and he is our second faculty hooder today. Dr. Peggy Scallon, President of the Wisconsin Medical Alumni Association Board of Directors. And last but not least, Robert Lauer, today's student speaker. But wait, there's more. Not all of our leaders are with us today on the stage. We are also joined by faculty marshals seated in the front row who led in our student processional. Faculty marshals, if you could please stand and face the audience as I recognize your names as well. Dr. Joseph Holt, Director of the Wisconsin Academy for Rural Medicine, otherwise known as WARM. Dr. Shersty Knox, Director of the Training in Urban Medicine and Public Health Program, otherwise known as Triumph. Dr. Elaine Pelle, Director of the Phase 1 of our MD curriculum. Dr. Ajay Sethi, Director of the Master of Public Health Program. And Dr. Kathy Stewart, last but not least, Director of the Phase 2 and 3 of our MD curriculum. So, now. This is truly a dream team of incredibly dedicated academic leaders, teachers who work tirelessly to help our students achieve their full potential. And we're so glad that they're all with us today. So, now it's a great pleasure to turn the floor over to Dean Ahuja for her welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Seibert. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Class of 2026, congratulations. This is a momentous occasion to celebrate you and all that you have accomplished over the how many ever years you have been here as part of our community. Welcome and congratulations as well to all the family, friends, mentors, and supporters who are here today. Can we also give them a big hand? This achievement belongs to you as well. When these graduates didn't think they could learn one more acronym, review one more practice exam question, get through another minute in the operating room, or apply to one more residency program, you offered a year and encouraged them to keep going. And I hope you were there to celebrate milestones like Match Day recently. Thank you for being there for our graduates. Now, graduates, Do not forget to thank them during all these festivities, and of course, continue to lean on them as you enter the next phase in your journey. And I will remind you, don't forget to continue your circle of friends, supporters, mentors, and your network. It is critical to your success as you continue on this path. Now today, I feel like I'm graduating with you today as I wrap up my first year as dean. And I'm experiencing my first MD graduate recognition ceremony with all of you. For our guests, becoming a Badger is special. We have a contagious joy around our campus and special traditions you will get to experience this weekend, including dancing to Jump Around, hanging out at the terrace, and eating Babcock ice cream. Relishing in spring is also another Madison tradition. And as I was thinking about today, I was reflecting on the gloriousness of the season, the abundance and celebration it brings. It signals a new beginning for all of us, just like today is a beginning for all of our graduates. Now, as we talk about beginnings, Ellen Court, who was Wisconsin's first poet laureate from 2000 to 2004, wrote a poem titled Advice to Beginners that I think fits our occasion perfectly. Here is an excerpt. Begin, keep on beginning, nibble on everything. Take a hike, teach yourselves to whistle, pull up anchors, climb to the top of that highest tree until you come to the branch where the blue heron sleeps. As we consider the poem's themes, stay curious, explore, embrace transitions, keep learning, push yourself. Do remember to eat and rest, and then stretch yourself all over again. Those habits will serve you well on your next journey. Practicing those habits will also help you cherish your purpose. If this poem is about how to begin, your purpose is what will sustain you as you go on that journey. Now, speaking on purpose, I want to share a concept that I spoke to our new medical students in the fall at the White Coat Ceremony. Those comments got a national award, so hopefully they'll resonate with all of you. The concept I spoke about is called Ikigai. It's a Japanese concept that translates to a reason for being. It's a beautiful concept, and it's just as meaningful to new medical students as it is to new physicians or new doctors that you will become today, and even to the seasoned physicians on this stage. Ikigai rests at the center of 4 overlapping circles. What are you good at? What you love? What the world needs? And what can you be rewarded for? These must be balanced and focused on you. For us here today at the center are medicine, science, discovery, and caring for others. As a graduate of the nation's first School of Medicine and Public Health, purpose is a promise to celebrate the Wisconsin idea that what we do and what we learn in our walls must always extend beyond the boundaries of the university. We at the School of Medicine and Public Health call that practicing our vision of healthy people, healthy communities. That yes, treat the current problems the patient brings to you, but think of ways that you can help that entire community by solving the underlying problems. This is your calling as a Badger physician. This is your sense of purpose. This is your Ikigai. Now, as you begin this next adventure, you will have lots and lots of high points where you feel on top of the world. There will be low moments where you begin to question your skills and choice. That is the life of a physician. One day you'll be rounding with your attending and answering every one of their questions correctly. Hey, one can always dream. Or learning an amazing new procedure, or getting thanks from a patient who calls you doctor that very first time. Those highs are awesome. And believe me, you will have many of them in the first few months alone. There'll also be times when you don't know what to do. You don't have all the answers. During those moments, you must ask for help and practice healthcare as a team sport. And in those moments, you will stretch yourself, you will learn, and you'll grow as a physician. And finally, there are times when you and your team may feel hopeless, trying to care for a patient who's suffering from an incurable disease. Sharing bad news with a parent, you will feel low, like you have nothing to offer. But remember, you always have something. You are a physician today, a doctor, the noblest of professions. You always have something to give. The human touch as you share the bad news, the eye contact as you communicate clearly, the silence as they process. Those are truly the moments you offer humanity, the ultimate purpose of being a physician and healer, what we call the art of medicine. And what will ultimately make you a better physician is how you learn and grow from those experiences, tuning into how your ikigai is evolving. Now, as a cancer surgeon, I've had many of those moments. The more years I practice, the more I've seen that even when I feel I have nothing to offer, that family appreciated how I and my team delivered the bad news, how it put them on a path to eventual healing. No matter if it's the first hour of your shift, the 12th, or even the dreaded 24th, return to your ikigai, return to your purpose, hold dear why you chose this profession, to help and heal others, to offer comfort, to make discoveries that will transform healthcare. That is what Badger physicians do. As you embark on this next step in your career, whether it's residency, research, another leg in your journey, remember where it all started, right here in Madison, in the first School of Medicine and Public Health. Remember your passion for treating patients and population. Remember our vision, healthy people, healthy community. Commit to growth, be a voice to your patients, be the transformational voice in healthcare that we need today. Alumni, before you have gone on to do amazing things, revolutionize science, perform amazing surgeries, lead health systems, and you join those ranks. You write your chapter in our story, and all of us on this stage couldn't be more prouder or excited as you continue. But the best is yet to come. To our graduates, thank you for your curiosity, drive to innovate, never forget, learning is lifelong, full of moments where you begin and keep on beginning. Congratulations, class of 2026. We wish you the best. Remember your purpose, stay connected with us, and on Wisconsin.
Thank you so much, Dean Ahuja. I am honored to introduce Dr. Kathy Lee Miller to you all. Dr. Lee Miller is a pediatric hematologist, oncologist, one of our valued house mentors, and was selected by today's graduates to be their faculty speaker. She serves as the Associate Division Chief in the Division of Hematology, Oncology, Transplant, and Cellular Therapy, as well as the Program Director for the Pediatric Hematology and Oncology Fellowship. Dr. Lee Miller attended medical school at the University of Rochester School of Medicine and Dentistry, and we were incredibly fortunate to have her come to Wisconsin for her residency and then be able to welcome her back to UW as a faculty member after her fellowship in Denver, Colorado. Please join me in warmly welcoming her to the podium.
Thank you so much for that kind introduction. And a huge thank you to all who have assembled here, members of the class of 26, family members, friends, loved ones, staff, faculty, for all of your support over the years that have brought our graduates to this point. On a personal note, thank you so much to each member of the class of 2026 for giving me one of the greatest privileges and honors of my entire career to speak to you today, to give your last lecture of medical school. And for those of you who are at match day, I promise I don't wear a silly hat every day, just on the best days. Over the past 4 or more years, the members of the UW-SMPH class of 26 have shared pretty much everything: notes, experiences, germs, knowledge, compassion, life. Now, you will all head your separate directions and add to the widening circle that I like to think of as the UW-SMPH diaspora. It only takes a quick glance at the alumni directory to see that the reach of UW-SMPH and its graduates is as far and as wide as the imagination. As we prepare to send you off into the great unknown, I thought I might cover some of the things that I do know, or at least I think I know. Here are some guarantees that will hold true for all of you, regardless of your specialty, career path, geographic region, or background. Number 1, you will have opportunities for joy every day. In the smile of a patient, or the look of gratitude from their mother, or just for figuring out how to place an order for Tylenol correctly. It may come from the kind word of a coworker, or the earned respect of a nursing colleague. Revel in these moments, and allow the joy to fill you, propel you forward. As a fair warning, you may have to set a low bar for joy. You won't cure cancer, or experience a breakthrough with a schizophrenic patient, or get a manuscript accepted every day. But you may get a good parking spot. You may make progress towards mastering technique, create the perfect combination of peanut butter and saltines that you find in the snack drawer, or share a laugh with a friend. These little victories are around us every day, just waiting for us to celebrate them. And don't just look for affirmation from those around you. Look inward. Congratulate yourself for finishing your notes, bathing regularly, your shoes are matching, whatever it takes. Allow those moments of joy to sustain you through the harder times. Number 2, you will mess up. You'll say the wrong thing, or you'll say the right thing, but to the wrong person or at the wrong time. You will give incorrect advice. You will recommend the wrong therapy. A baby will cry during your speech. You will give the wrong dose. In short, you'll be human. This will not make you a bad person or a bad doctor. In fact, it is through these mistakes that you can potentially become an even better version of yourself. Okay, so during my first ever bone marrow aspirate as a fellow, first month of fellowship, I pushed so hard on the syringe that we had the liquid bone marrow in that it shot out, hit the bottom of the collecting tube, ricocheted out, landed in the eye of the nurse who was there to assist. I froze, she froze, everyone seemed to freeze, and then she calmly capped the tube, put it down, spent the rest of the day in the ER undergoing infectious disease testing due to exposure to a bodily fluid. My bad. I learned from that, be a little gentler with the equipment, and also always wear eye protection. Remember that it is not the mistakes that define the person or the physician, it is how we respond to these mistakes. It is the evaluation of the mistake and how we learn to cope that defines us. It is through the willingness to learn how to be better that we learn who we are and learn what we're capable of. It is standing back up after we have been knocked down, brushing ourselves off, putting on our eye protection, and carrying on. A little more knowledgeable, a lot more careful. Number 3, this career will change you and simultaneously give you the opportunity to change those around you. We are all, each of us, amalgamations of everyone we have ever been in contact with. When I was a kid, my dad used to tell me that you're a blank sheet of paper, and the people you choose to surround yourself with are the pencils who are writing on you, sketching the outlines, filling in the shades to draw who you will become. As I look around at all of you, I see your blank sheets of paper have already been partially filled in by your life experiences thus far, and many of you have written on each other's pages. But there is still so much more blank space left to fill. So endeavor to surround yourself with the best kinds of pencils. Allow your colleagues to influence you. Allow your teachers, faculty, and mentors to lend their life experience so that you can benefit from their knowledge. If you witness a faculty member handling a difficult situation in a particularly deft way, try that tactic on for size next time you're in a similar position. If you see a nurse de-escalate an angry patient with the right balance of kindness and authority, see how you can incorporate those methods into your own practice. And conversely, if you happen to experience a less than ideal approach, allow that to guide you in your development as well. Number 4, I came across a Buddhist saying recently that now lives rent-free in my brain. It goes, "Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared." In my mind, nor does compassion or inspiration or love. Now, as soon-to-be freshly minted doctors, you have instantly become life goals for other people. You may be treated differently, not just by patients and hospital employees, but also by members of the community. By virtue of those 2 little letters, MD, after your name, you carry a gravitas that you did not have when you woke this morning. Take that responsibility seriously. Use it to light other people's candles. Have empathy and appreciation for the struggles of others and look to make others' lives better. I promise, in so doing, you will add to the longevity of your own career. Number 5, your mundane, everyday activities will be the inflection point in someone else's life. Your routine encounter, something that you could probably get through in your sleep or while mentally making a grocery list, will end up being the most significant event of someone else's day, week, year, maybe even their life. So every time you suture a laceration, counsel someone to stop smoking, advise someone to get vaccinated, remove an appendix, interpret a blood smear, aspirate a joint, or read an MRI, recognize that your ordinary work may have extraordinary consequences, changing someone's life in an instant. Treat your work with the respect and the weight with which it will be received, and maintain a healthy reverence for the impact you will have on so many others' lives. Finally, number 6. The heart spends 2/3 of its time in diastole, which is the phase of the heart's work where it relaxes and refills. Though it is better known for its work in systole, when it pumps blood to supply life to all the other organs of the body, it spends the majority of its time decompressing, refilling, preparing for the work ahead. Take a lesson from the heart. Be mindful of your time in diastole. Fill yourself up with what brings you joy so that you may function more effectively when you are needed. Cherish the process of relaxation and renewal. Your time at UWSMPH as a medical student has come to an end. My sincere hope for each of you is that you're able to look back over the years with fondness and with humor, remembering the experiences that you shared over the last years together as medical students. I will take from you, the class of 26, so many indelible life lessons. But what I will remember above all else is your resilience and your camaraderie. Together, you've weathered tragedy and joy and lifted each other up through all of it. I strive to emulate all of you moving forward. Congratulations to you, the class of 2026, and your parents and families, siblings, loved ones, your pets. You made it. Now go change the world.
Thank you, Dr. Lee Miller, for your wise advice, important messages. Each year, the graduates also select a classmate to speak on their behalf at this ceremony, and the class of 2026 has chosen Robert Lauer. Robbie's a proud Wisconsinite, born and raised in Milwaukee. He attended Marquette University for his undergraduate degree before spending his gap year working for City Year Milwaukee, a nonprofit AmeriCorps organization that provides tutoring and mentorship to improve educational outcomes for young scholars in the Milwaukee public school system. He then went on to attend UWSMPH, where he served as a leader for the Interhouse Council, volunteered at our local free health clinics here in Madison, and conducted research in neonatal kidney disease. He's also an active member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society, reflecting his deep commitment to compassionate, patient-oriented care. And he recently matched into the field of pediatrics and will begin the next chapter of his training at University of California, San Diego. Please join me in welcoming our very, very soon-to-be doctor, Robert Lauer, to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Seibert, for that very kind introduction. Good morning, faculty, friends, family, and fellow graduates. I'm truly amazed to be standing here as your graduation speaker. No, actually, it's a miracle that my legs haven't given out, considering my heart rate's well into the 150s now and climbing. Fortunately, if anything happens to me, I'm in the safest place any person could be, a room full of doctors. It's surreal to think that just a little under 4 years ago, we were sitting in the same lecture hall in our white coats, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to take on the challenges and opportunities that medical school would throw our way. In that journey, we had various modes of support. Yes, at times it was in the form of caffeine, like coffee, Diet Coke, and Sabrina Carpenter's 2024 hit Espresso to get us through one more round of practice questions. We also had food to get us through the long hours in the hospital. The nutritious kind, candy from the fourth floor candy bowl, free bagels from surgical grand rounds, and the unclaimed pizza left behind in the nurse's station. But undoubtedly, the biggest secret to our success are the people in this room. Looking out, I see a whole network of supporters, family, friends, and faculty. And to all of you, I express sincere gratitude. To faculty, mentors, and administrative staff, thank you for your dedication to making this experience incredibly rewarding. You work tirelessly to coordinate our schedules, advise us, provide encouragement, and show us how to be better healers. To the admissions team, you picked them good. Considering the thousands of applications received by this school, you selected an incredibly intelligent, hardworking, and caring group of people. To our family and friends, thank you for supporting us when we said, I think I want to go to medical school, when we might as well just have told you, I'd like to voluntarily trade my 20s for debt, sleep deprivation, and answering personal medical questions from family members at gatherings with, I don't know, I think you should ask your doctor. We appreciate those texts of good luck on the day of an exam, you answering our panicked phone calls that night to reassure us that we didn't fail, and being a sounding board as we walk through the mental labyrinth of trying to decide on a specialty. Thank you for reminding us to exercise, to eat, to visit home, to socialize, and at times, for goodness sake, go to bed. We could not have gotten to this point without you. If you're curious to hear what these 4 years were like at the School of Medicine and Public Health, allow me to walk you through it. Beginning right here was the first year of medical school, also known as 17th grade. We donned our white coats in this very stage to mark the start of our journey, only to quietly retire them to our closet soon after out of a healthy fear of being taken too seriously too soon. We spent hours in the lecture hall and library, all the while proving that even the densest topics taught by renowned experts can still be comprehended on double speed. Though at times it felt like drinking from a fire hose, the collaborative nature of anatomy classes, case-based discussions, taught us how to communicate effectively, teach each other, and share ideas. Our second and third year of medical school marked a huge milestone. We transitioned from the walls of the medical school to the hospital wards and clinics, learning to care for real people. Of course, being in this new environment, we made mistakes. One classmate asked a patient if they were open to decreasing or increasing their alcohol intake. Another classmate, when asked to comment on a CT scan, remarked, "The uterus looks normal." The patient had a hysterectomy 20 years ago. There was no uterus. And finally, when asked by an attending what's the first thing to do when a patient goes down in the hospital, the student responded by saying, "Call 911." We got to start somewhere. This time, though, was incredibly impactful. For us, it represented several firsts. We met our first patient. We assisted in our first surgery. We helped deliver our first baby. We witnessed our first emergency, and for some, our first experience with death. But through all that, we observed and learned the deepest parts of human connection. One story that comes to mind was on my pediatrics rotation as a third-year student. I was on the newborn delivery service where the resident and I rushed down to the OR in advance of an urgent C-section. When we arrived, the room was organized chaos. Nurses, assistants, and doctors asking for this tool and that. I, like any medical student, knew my job in a room when the tension is high: stay out of the way. I managed to find a spot in the room clear of traffic, yet close enough to see what was going on. And moments later, the baby was brought out from the womb and quickly put in the arms of the pediatric resident. I followed him to the warmer and helped rapidly stimulate and dry this infant only minutes old. The room fell quiet until the silence was broken by the newborn's cry. You could almost feel a wave of relief wash over the room. The resident and I handed the baby to the new father, who held him, cradled in his arms, before showing him to his mother for the first time. And I remember standing there, overwhelmed with joy and relief for these smiling parents, tears streaming down their faces, now a new family. And I remember thinking to myself, this was all worth it. And that's what I say to my class. It was worth it for the grade school teacher, the basketball coach, the family member that believed in you when you doubted yourself. It was worth the times of uncertainty, wondering, will I be enough? Will I find my place? You did. It brought you here, to this moment, to your calling, to the privilege of caring for another human being. It's true, though. The world we're entering into as doctors isn't an easy one. You'll be faced with misinformation, vaccine hesitancy, inequitable access to basic needs, a growing strain of burnout, and a larger system that may too often fail those of color, different ethnic origin, or sexual orientation. You'll be faced with good days, but also some bad days. And so what advice do I have when the going gets tough, when it's just one thing after another? Well, I've only been a doctor for less than a day, so I can't say much. But I can at least impart a reminder of how to respond when we find ourselves in that situation. During medical school, I was known as the mnemonics guy, so allow me to share one last one. Be cubed. Breathe, believe, be kind. The first one is easy. Breathe. Try and take a moment, center yourself with breathing. It's hard to do anything useful when you're hypoxic. The second one, believe. Believe that you are a good person and that other good people will see that. Believe that we're still learning and we'll eventually get it right. Believe it'll all work out in the end because we'll see to it that it will. And finally, our best superpower is to be kind. We're entering into a world where a screen more often replaces a human face, where time constraints can crowd out empathy, and where people may feel like problems to be understood, or feels like problems to be solved than someone to be understood, to be valued. And no matter how hectic things may get, remember that whosever name is on that chart, they are or were at one time someone else's child, parent, spouse, sibling, or friend. And holding these bonds together is love. We must recognize that and try to encounter each patient with a little bit more of that in mind. Breathe, believe, be kind. I will miss this group of people, as many of us will move on to new cities and new environments to start the next chapter. Exciting as it is, it won't be the same. I mean, who else will understand why I'm tempted to order a bone marrow biopsy for a simple case of anemia? Or that before I enter a room, I can't forget to knock and look up at the room number. And who else will understand that when I walk in to take an exam, I'll silently be thinking that I fared far worse testing conditions, like for the final bib exam during the polar vortex of 2022. However, I'm comforted by the fact that no matter where we go, we aren't alone. Those graduating with us here today and those here in spirit aren't far away. They live in the lessons we carry, the memories we've made, and the voices in our head telling us to keep going. And as we leave, may we carry a piece of each other with us, showing up for patients as we show up for one another, with resilience, empathy, and kindness. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026, on Wisconsin.
Thank you so much, Robbie. You are testimony to the extraordinary nature of our students, so thank you so much. Dr. Corlin Jewell and Dr. Eric Ranheim have been selected by the class, as I told you, to participate in the investiture portion of this ceremony as Hooders. Dr. Jewell, again, is associate professor in the Burby Walsh Department of Emergency Medicine, where he leads medical student clerkship education for emergency medicine. Dr. Ranheim is the chair of Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine, and they are deeply respected and inspirational teachers and mentors. Would the two of you please come forward? They will be performing the ceremonial hooding of each student as they cross our stage. Dr. Sam Lubner, Assistant Dean of Students, and Dr. Shabina Cheda, Associate Dean for Medical Education, will read each student's name. Drs. Lubner and Cheda, will you please present the candidates for graduation?
Thank you, Dr. Seibert. Dr. Cheda and I will both read out the names of MD graduates here today. Leaders and distinguished faculty, we present the following candidates for the conferral of the degree Doctor of Medicine. Woohoo! We will begin with our student speaker, Robert Lauer. Maria Cecilia Abreu Gonzalez. Delaney Anderson. Jacob Anibis. J.P. Antonelli. Hamza Bakhtiar. Tyler Ballwig. Amelia Baltus. Samantha Barr. Michael Bartley. Megan Boffman. Zachary Alex Benehoff. Myra Betancourt Ponce. Regan Byer. Michaela Blakesley. Hunter Blaylock. Sarah Boutam. Rochelle Braun. Marina Brendel. Joe Brenneman. Iris Cho. Parker James Chrysler. Lindsay Christensen. Daniel Chu. Anshul Dhawan. Kellen Doberstein. Jack Henry Drake. Kevin Dunn. Johanna Ellefson. Sarah El-Minawi. Elizabeth Fassbender. Alexa Figueroa Baez. Mary First. Nathan Fisher. Nia Renee Foster. Matthew Freeman. Amy Frankel. Helia Marguerite Gagnon. Gabriella Geiger. Tessa Griffin. Sarah Stephanie Hahn. Mona Hamza. Lucas Henjum. Mark Herman. Mason Hill. Li Huang. Chinenye Ibekwe. Alexander Idrogo Lam. Dima Jaber. Asha Sanjeev Jain. David G. Cody Johnson. Kurt Johnson. Jarrett Jones. Jessica Kane. Manasa Harani Kaluri. Dylan Kernan. Jacob Omar Kusin. Ariel Kim. Kemal Kirkemeyer. Jennifer Klein. Monica Kramer. Anna Cranen. Elif Kurt. Joseph Lally. Todd Lay. Samuel Lee. Alder Levin. Nicole Liang. Yorgo Lika. Manlu Liu. Sydney Livingston. Ka Lor. Ahmed Mabruk. Zoe Ellen Mandel. Phoebe Marie Marquardt. Maya Matabele. I will now pass the degree conferral name reading to my colleague, Dr. Cheda.
Andrew Mata. Elizabeth Merkel. Gwen Miller. Arissa Milton. Mercy Hilario Mino. Jared Moyer. Gabriella Muleli. Leah Muschel. Sophia Nearing Firmino. Elizabeth Neese. Madison Nikolai. James Nzeru Nitz. Gwendolyn Nitis. Isabel Ojeda. Angela Olvera. Obiageli Onia. Akasha Paulo Torres. Jennifer Panical. Emma Patch. Santana Patterson. Anna Pearson. Sophie Perry. Maya Peterson. Madeline Peterson. Dominique Petty. Camille Phillips. Brianna Portali. Lauren Preem. Ritika Punatho. Jasmine Ramos. Aurora Rachel Resop. Savannah Rios. Brittany Rodriguez. Ian Rogers. Sophia Antoniana Romero. Dalton Roth. Emily Schmidt. Colin Shu. Caleb Schultz. Eamon Shafiq. Alankrit Shudadal. Barnabas Schifferau. Savannah Schuster. Ajay Singh. Patricia C. Hunter Bay. Kunal Sundhi. David Sonnentag. Jinan Ehsan George Seuss. Thomas Staniszewski. Samantha Jo Strobel. Ashley Stuckwish. Sydney Summerlin. Jacob Schweitzer. Ryan Thill. Kevin Varghese Thomas. Alejandra Carolina Torres Diaz. Amy Tran. Kenyana Tiiska. Abiyanate Kabasi Ufat. Taryn Valley. Nicholas Vanderwerker. Sang Vang. Kaya Vaughn. Joshua Verhagen. Thean Vo. Madrigal von Muchow. Samantha Vong. Joshua Douglas Weaver. Marie Wadepole. Jacob Weiss. Samantha Williams. Khalifa Jewel Wright. Stephen Wright. Sartu Muhammad Taha. Dewey Chi Zhang. Marika Toyd Zhang. Sumin Yang. Hassan Mohammed Zaglul. Oskar Zarzhitsky. And that concludes the reading of the graduate names. Congratulations, graduates.
Indeed, they did it.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you, Drs. Lubner, Cheda, Jewell, Ranheim. It is my great pleasure to welcome Dr. Gwen McIntosh, our Associate Dean for Students, who will administer the Declaration of Geneva with our graduates.
So before we enter this sacred oath, I'd like to remind students, faculty, staff, family, friends, the Declaration of Geneva is a modern version of the Hippocratic Oath. The Declaration was developed by the World Medical Association in 1948. Following World War II, the Nuremberg trials revealed widespread and horrendous misuse of medical power to conduct torture and mass murder. The Declaration has been updated to reflect the evolution of social norms. These principles continue to unite physicians throughout the world. They remind us of our highest aspirations. The class will now take the Declaration of Geneva as their solemn oath. Graduates, you will find the oath on page 28 of your program. Please stand. And join me as we read the oath together. At the time of being admitted as a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patients will be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be my family. I will not permit consideration of age, disease, or disability, creed or ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between me and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. You may be seated. I return the program to Dean Seibert.
Traditionally, we invite an alumni leader to welcome you into the wonderful world of the Wisconsin Medical Alumni Association. I am delighted to introduce to you Dr. Peggy Scallon to share her reflections on this exciting day from her perspective as an alumna and president of the WMAA Board of Directors. Dr. Scallon is a psychiatrist who serves as the chief medical officer of Rogers Behavioral Health in Oconomowoc. Dr. Scallon, please come forward.
Thank you, Dr. Seibert. You did it. Congratulations. We are all so proud of you. It is my honor as president of the Wisconsin Medical Alumni Association to welcome you into this remarkable community of alumni physicians. Today, we celebrate the degrees you worked so hard for. You sacrificed, pushed through doubts, and stretched beyond your limits. You made it, and we absolutely need you. You are prepared, and you are just getting started. As alumni, we remember this moment well, the pride and excitement, and yes, the uncertainty of what comes next. All of that is normal. Being a physician is challenging, and it is worth it. It is a privilege to serve patients and bring healing. As you move into this next chapter, always remember that you are not alone. You now belong to this supportive community of alumni physicians who have preceded you and who remember exactly what it feels like to be where you are today. From the WMAA, your family of Badger doctors, stay connected, lean on us and each other for friendship, career guidance, or just someone who understands. We are here for you. Come to alumni events, read the quarterly magazine, volunteer through the Student Alumni Partnership Program, return for reunions. Stay in touch with the school that helped shape you. Because while graduation marks the end of one chapter, it also marks the beginning of a new one as alumni. Congratulations, doctors. We are excited for you and proud to welcome you as our newest alumni. Welcome, class of 2026, and on Wisconsin.
As we're coming toward the close, but not yet, of our 2026 graduation recognition ceremony, I want to thank all of you for sharing in this joy, this amazing joy. My deep thanks to all of those who worked very, very hard to make today's ceremony not only possible, but amazing. In addition to recognizing our newest physician, we also want to acknowledge everyone who helped them achieve this success. All the rest of you. Parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, family members, teachers, friends. Will the class of 2026, this is my favorite part, will the class of 2026 please stand and face the audience? I now ask the class of 2026 to recognize these people, your people, who have supported your journey with a hearty and heartfelt round of applause. Excellent. So I invite everyone to join us for a reception, co-sponsored by the Wisconsin Medical Alumni Association and the School of Medicine and Public Health. The reception will be held here at the Memorial Union, both in the Great Hall on the 4th floor and Tripp Commons on the 2nd floor. The Great Hall is a large open space with plenty of room for gathering, for photos, and for those of you that want to take advantage of the beautiful weather and hopefully still sunny skies, Tripp Commons has a great outdoor deck overlooking the terrace, great for photos. You and your family are invited to proceed to either the Great Hall or Tripp Commons, but guests, please remain in your seats until the conclusion of the recessional. So here we are. Congratulations to the class of 2026. Best wishes for continued success, and on Wisconsin.